Hey, what's happening, everyone? I'm SirJames coming at you guys with another video, and hopefully you guys are doing well. It's been about a week or two since I last spoken with you guys, which not really much has happened. Ended up finding a turtle that was left abandoned, which I took it in and adopted. That's really about it as far as all the exciting bits that you guys might have missed. And well, the truth of the matter is that I haven't had any content to upload, and I didn't want to force anything that you may or may not like here on the channel, and so just kind of played the waiting game. And next thing you know, Crafted Core sent me a message. It was like, hey, I sent you a custom Kyber crystal your way, and hopefully you enjoy and review. And so I'm going to be reviewing one of the two new crystals in today's video, which is going to be the Carbonite crystal. Now, if you're unfamiliar with Crafted Core, basically Crafted Core produces a lot of custom Kyber crystals that are compatible with your Star Wars Galaxy's Edge, Savi's Workshop lightsabers, along with the Jedi and or Sith Holocron, which is pretty cool because it's using the same technology that's in the crystals, which is basically an RFID chip that's built into the crystal, and then of course goes from there using the same coding that the community has already hacked into and all that fun stuff. And the one important thing that you need to note here is that whether or not the crystal makes sense or doesn't make sense, in this case doesn't really matter, because these are just, for fun to have, something unique, something different, because for someone like me, I've already collected all the variations that Disney offers for their version of the crystals, and so I kind of missed that. So people like Crafted Core producing these custom Kyber crystals gives me another purpose, something else to collect or to add to the collection, which is fun. The other cool thing that they like to do is that they like to add some kind of little bit of a backstory. Again, whether or not it makes sense or doesn't make sense doesn't really matter, because it's all for the fun of it, and I really just like how these turn out. Now, a lot of times they do produce limited edition ones, like for example, the one that I'm reviewing in today's video is only limited to 124. Whether or not they have any on their website right now, I'm not entirely sure, because usually by the time I get these, that current stock is already out, and it's always a good idea to follow their website to see what new crystals come out. But they do have a set of crystals that are non-limited editions, which are Savi's Workshop specific, which are double-sided crystals, so two different colors. So you could always go back to my channel. I have so many of these reviews already. So anyways, let me show you what the container looks like, because this one actually came in a fancy container, if my camera would focus on it. Yeah, look how fancy that packaging is. Pretty cool. And I ended up getting number 34 out of 124. So let's go ahead and read the back, which there's a lot of dialogue here, and boy, I don't like reading tiny text. This is why I don't read a lot of books, just because of the small fonts here. So I'm going to try to do my best here. Alright, so the Carbonite crystal. Long ago, Han Solo, a pilot, smuggler, and rebel ally, was captured and lowered into the Carbonite holding cell. Just before frozen, he was kissed by a powerful Force user. You guys know who that is, of course, Leia. This brief moment transferred some of her power to him, saving his life and leaving a whisper of the Force in the melted Carbonite. After he was removed years later, the residue power would form into one of the most unique Kyber crystals ever found. Shaped to echo his important moment in history of the galaxy, this crystal shines with the bright blue and yellow colors of two of Han's greatest friends. However, some of the unnatural weaving of the Force has allowed an even smaller... Wait, my bad. I lost my spot. Like I said, small text. My bad. Allowed even a smaller amount of crystals to be twisted to the dark side, showing itself to be the red. So that must be the rare crystal, because sometimes they'll do a chase crystal. So instead of being like the standard one, it'll be a very unique one where they might have, I don't know, maybe 5, or I guess it depends on the limited amount. They might have a couple crystals or maybe 10 crystals that are the chase variant. So I don't believe mine is the chase variant. I believe mine's the standard one. Otherwise, I would have something different on here. So let's go ahead and open this up. So yes, this Kyber crystal in fact, is Han Solo in Carbonite. So something cool and different, which again, the fancy packaging goes in here because I know Crafted Core got a new toy that they're playing with. So I see they're putting that to good use. And let's see how we can possibly show this. Might be hard to make out, but as you can see, we have a little miniature Han Solo literally in Carbonite, which is also a crystal that we can use for our, well, lightsaber. So let's go ahead and try to give you guys, obviously it's a really small item and it's just hard to make out, but you could clearly see right there. So let's go ahead and bring over my lightsaber. We don't need this piece, we just need to put in the one side to activate it. Alright, so I'm going to put it in the natural way where, you know, how Han Solo is sitting when we first see the presence. Okay, so naturally facing up and down, it looks like we are going to start with the yellow. Let's go ahead and turn off this light here. Which, by the way, I'm still using the same old chassis from my Savi's workshop. When I first built the saber, I'm still using my original chassis. The reason why I keep doing that is because some people reported their chassis breaking quicker than others. I've been using the same one over and over again, so if it still works, we're good. Look at that, and it's still functioning perfectly fine. So we got yellow for him facing up and down. Now we're going to take that same crystal, and all we're going to do is rotate it. So now his feet are up in the air, and his head is facing towards the ground, or in this case, the pommel section. It is registering as a blue crystal. So as you can see, now we have the blue. First was yellow, facing head up, feet down, and then of course feet up, head down. We now have blue. Or did I just repeat myself? I don't know. It's hot in here, so I struggle when it's hot. Boom. Obviously, no difference in sound quality or anything like that. So yeah, cool. So the crystal works. I have no issues with mine. Let's go ahead and place it in the Holocron. I really don't know what voices we're going to have because we, obviously, since Han is not really a force wielder, I know there's no dialogue or voices for Han Solo. And also, as far as the Disney crystals go, there was none for Leia. It would have been cool to have a Leia crystal. I mean, we have custom Leia crystals, but as far as voices go, we haven't yet reached a point where we could add custom voice dialogues and tweak things. I wish maybe one of these days we will, or someone would come up with a way to do so. So let's go ahead and, since they're both light side, we're going to go ahead and use the Holocron, because regardless, light side, if you put a light side crystal in the Sith Holocron, you are just going to get Palpatine. As long as we could fit it in our time frame, we'll put it in there. So we're going to do it just like we did with the help. So we're going to go ahead and face it up and down, normal. Actually, we should bring that up. Okay, I'm going to make a guess. Obviously, it's yellow. It's either Maz or Temple Guard. I'm going to assume Maz because that would make sense. Personally, just out of those two options, Maz would make sense because Han didn't meet up with her in The Force Awakens.
The Force. It's calling to you.
Yep, I was right.
If you live long enough, you see the same eyes in different people.
Do you, though?
Through the ages, I've seen evil take many forms. The Sith, the Empire. Today, it is the First Order. Their shadows spreading across the galaxy. We must face them. Fight them.
I don't see any First Order presence here, do you guys?
Being a hero is not about success or failure. Being a hero means stepping forward, no matter the outcome.
We'll do one more.
I am no Jedi, but I know the Force. It moves through and surrounds every living thing.
That is true. Alright, we're going to go ahead and flip the crystal around wherever the door is. Alright, so since the other side is blue, as far as the blue crystals go, we have old Luke. We also have Ben Kenobi. So who is it going to be? Is it going to be old Ben or is it going to be old Luke? I'm just trying to make a guess. Obviously, I never put the crystal on. That's a tough choice. I mean, I guess as far as who Han has hung around with, he's been around, obviously, Luke more than Obi-Wan. So I'm going to assume that it's, well, Luke Skywalker. So in this case, feet up in the air. Okay. Well, I don't think anything registered. If there's actually a voice in there, I'm assuming there is. There you go.
I will not be the last Jedi.
Boom. Nailed it.
I've seen this raw strength only once before. What do you know about the Force? Balance. Powerful light, powerful darkness. I will teach you the ways of the Jedi.
I don't want to know the Jedi way. I want to know the Sith way.
Breathe. Just breathe. Reach out with your feelings. What do you see?
I see a bright light. Could be my future.
The Force is not a power you have. It's not about lifting rocks. It's the energy between all things, the tension, the balance that binds the universe together.
Alright, we'll do one more.
I've seen this raw strength only once before.
Alright. Boom. I was pretty spot on with my guesses. So we're going to go ahead and see how much time we have though. Okay, we got 7 minutes. We're good. We're good. We're just going to go ahead and We're going to go ahead and toss this into the Sith Holocron. Hopefully it's charged up, but by default, regardless if it's the blue side or the yellow side, it's going to be the same version of Emperor Palpatine. Unless if it's the red crystal with the Emperor, then that one's the different variation of it. So we're going to put them up naturally, so we get the yellow version of the Sith Holocron. As you can kind of see the yellow there. Oh, there we go.
Good. Your hate has made you powerful. Now, fulfill your destiny.
I mean, I'm trying. I'm almost at 100,000 subscribers. So, by the way, at 100K, I'm giving away a legit custom, full-in custom lightsaber here on the channel, just so you guys are aware.
I have been expecting you.
Well, I mean, obviously, that's why I'm here.
It is unavoidable. It is your destiny. You are now mine.
And one more.
Give in to your anger. With each passing moment, you make yourself more my servant.
Actually, now we'll do one more.
Good. Use your aggressive feeling. Let the hate flow through you.
And boom. So, just like that. So, yeah. Like I said, I'll have a link to Crafted Core's website down below. But Whether or not these are in stock, I have no idea because, Crafted Core has risen in some popularity and, a lot of these crystals do become extremely popular. But my recommendation, if you don't want to miss out on potential new exclusives or other fun limited editions, then I would highly recommend you follow them on their social media accounts and, of course, at their website. That will keep you guys up to date with any new releases. I do have another custom crystal that we'll be taking a look at really soon. But until then, I hope you guys enjoy this video, and I hope to see you on the next one. Until then, may the Force be with you.